Thank you, Sam. Bless you.
What date? I need a date.
Can you give me a date, please? Go on, give it to me, just to put it in my mind's eye. 1, 5, 9. Oh.
Is that when he died?
Is that when he died?
Right. In the fire. So there was a fire here in 1590?
According to Sam.
Right, OK.
1590.
Great.
And since then, he's not been at peace or at rest.
Over 400 years since his tragic demise, the spirit of a former lord of Ammersoyen appears to still reside within its ancient walls. As we made our way across the building to its southeast tower, Derek is drawn immediately to the cellar.
Now, can I tell you something now, because you're going to scoff at this? You really are. Do you mind me saying this? Mm-hmm. What have I just seen down there? Am I going silly or crazy? But I've just seen washing machines, and they're just stacked up. Washing machines here.
I have no idea.
Sounds terrible, doesn't it? Stupid. Yeah. But there's washing, and I can hear the sound of the of washing machines. This here it's like a blinking washing machine factory. That is strange.
Very unusual too, because it's almost difficult to explain from a parapsychology point of view, because it's ghosts of washing machines almost,
which is very strange.
Object, so
it's picking up on the old energies and things that were here.
These washing machines all over the place. Okay. And you know, I noticed a man again. I know it's a replay of residual energy, but it seems as if he was busy, and there was a lot of busyness in this area of machines. I feel being built, and a lot of men at work, and the one that was above, or like a supervisor or I don't know, a boss, was very hard with them. Very hard.
Already Derek had sensed two extreme historical references for the castle. From the horrific circumstances that led to George van Arkel's death in 1590 to the 20th century housing of a washing machine factory. We're delving deep into the building's colourful past. But what other more sinister secrets lie undiscovered at Kasteel, Ammersoyen?
If I knock on this table, can you try and knock on the table after me?
So far, our second investigation in the Netherlands has revealed the possible spiritual energy of former landowner George van Arkel, who died following a huge fire at the castle in the late 16th century. And with a rich array of noblemen having resided here, would we unearth any other energies in the southeast tower?
Up on this level here, now since we've come up in here, I am aware, I thought it was the same man I talked about earlier on, the spirit man, and there's another one. And he seems to be, he walks right the way through this level, and I'd be so surprised if he wasn't heard, you know, audibly, sounds walking right across the boards. And he's another agitated spirit soul.
Why?
Why, Sam? He loved, thank you, he loved this castle dearly. He loved it. What's his name, Sam? Have you been speaking? Oh, he's been talking to Sam.
Oh, good.
Thomas. Thomas?
Thomas.
Thomas, give me more, please. Thomas? Thomas van Arkel. Thomas van Arkel.
Arkel or Harkel?
Arkel, I feel he's saying. Arkel. He keeps on saying he passed, he died, feeling broken.
Like a broken
now, I don't
heart.
feel, yeah, I don't feel physical. 16, 6, 8.
Okay.
He's given me 6, 1, 6, 6, 8.
Okay.
And he felt, go on, give me more. Thank you, bless you. He felt as if he didn't have, he didn't have his wealth. He didn't have wealth anymore.
So he lost all his money.
He lost all his money.
Ammersoyen belonged to the Van Arkels for almost 200 years, and again Derek appears to have sensed the misfortune that befell this family. The fire that destroyed much of the building in 1590 not only claimed the life of George, but left his ancestors financially ruined. A century later, the final inheritor, Thomas Van Arkel, died, and with him went his hope of finally rebuilding his beloved home. Dutch, Flemish, Spanish and French speakers are all known to have occupied the castle, and Kieran is keen to know how Derek can effectively communicate with such varied languages.
Derek, I hope you don't mind me asking, but just to get some understanding of the communication that you're getting.
Yes.
Given we're in Holland,
Yes.
it's a language you don't understand.
No.
And if these spirits are communicating,
Yes.
what language are they communicating? Is Sam, does he speak Dutch?
Yeah.
You know, it's an unusual question.
Yeah, and it's a very valid question. I found, linking with Sam for the period of time as my guide, that he's an absolute need, a must, to be the intermediary, so to speak, especially under these conditions. And he would... It's said, when you leave the physical body, your interaction on the spiritual levels, you can understand there's one universal language, so to speak. Okay. And he can converse and helping me, because I wouldn't have a clue if someone was speaking to me Dutch or German or anything like that. But no, I've got to count on my guide that way.
Okay.
Is that to say then that if you have a séance in a foreign country or you're doing something where you're trying to communicate, that without a medium, you shouldn't worry about speaking your own native language? Would they hear you and understand
they would,
you?
but the thing, if there's a guide, a guardian around, they would do that particular role of coming in and transporting, you know, the information that you need, answering our language.
Right, okay.
You know, the way
Yeah,
we talk.
I mean, there are some seances where some mediums take on the persona of a spirit and they do communicate in the different language, but that's
I'm
just
not one of those sort of
circumstance.
mediums. There's a different type of medium,
course.
physical mediumship, and so the type of mediumship I rely a great deal, radically, with Sam.
Sure.
Now, since we've come into this, can I tell you
Yeah,
what
yes,
we're playing
sorry,
here?
yeah.
Right. I saw when we first entered this room a moment ago, a group of people, a lot, as if, and they were, there was a lot of them lying down, and there was a lot of them huddled together. And as I entered that then, I could hear sounds. And I know it's a replay with the residual energy, as if I'm hearing, you know, all I can say is like, oh, above us, planes, bang, bang. And these people shaking and screaming and shouting. And I feel they were fearing for their life. And I feel that there was a lot of people from outside there all huddled in here for safety, for some kind of cover.
And that was in this room?
This whole floor, right the way through, and even some as we were coming up this way.
So not the bottom floor, up on this top floor?
I feel up on this floor, yes. Okay. And then I heard, then that left. Then I got another bit of residual coming out, and I heard a man talking and addressing people. And it wasn't those people. So I feel wartime, maybe the Second World War, there was a lot of things going on here, and people felt very, very, very scared. And they huddled in this big building, this castle.
Earlier, Derek had felt the spiritual presence of George Van Arkel in the castle's dungeon tower. However, he felt that other energies may roam the ancient cellars nearby. With the lights turned off and our cameras switched to night vision, perhaps a less disruptive atmosphere will coax these spirits forward.
In our short break there, I had earlier on the impressions of a man walking towards, up the hallway, to this doorway here, and looked back at me, and as if he was wanting me to come up here and follow him. Since coming into the energy of this room now, the residual energy of this male, he most definitely is a priest, and I've been asking Sam, I've also been sending thoughts out to this priest, and I got a little bit of, since walking in here now, I feel most definitely that this man, this priest, I know we have many people of clergy, but this man is definitely a priest of Catholicism, a Catholic priest. And what keeps on striking me in front of me here is 18 something, 18.7, 18.73, 7.4, 7.5 within that period of time.